Got two there. Praise the heat. I think the rest of the U.S. heat caught up to me. Or caught up here. So, not one who can handle heat that well. I kind of woke up all pretty good and energized, and then fucking like about 4 hit, and then suddenly it just like, I guess like because the sun's now more peaking, now it's just all like bleh. Honestly, thinking about it, could also be some of the new hot tar they're placing on the roads, and that shit, well, it's fucking hot, so it's gonna be dissipating heat around, so that could be it too. But ugh. I have a buddy that's here, but he went to the Sevi's to go get cold drinks, and I need a beverage. I don't want to be out there, like, at all. Just, ugh. Like, I want something cold to drink right now, but I don't got it. It's like, fuck. Guessing me. Guessing other news. There's at least some cool shit. Honestly, a lot of it was probably this fucking thing anyway. Got this new compensator for my rifle. Fucking to get the jaws of life to have this tightened up, so this part is getting straight up. And it's not even straight up entirely. It's still off on the side. But that took oh my god, the jaws of life to hold this thing steady to just. But it ain't going nowhere now. This fucker is sealed stuck on this bitch. I should not do that with a mag in it. Just make sure. Yeah, be responsible about that. Okay. Oh my god. I want to try it just a little bit here. Fuck it. Yeah, it ain't going nowhere. I have to get like something to vice it and just have it just still, and I can just put all my life force into that last little like 2 millimeters of like of skirting a little more. Oh my god. But it's actually a little longer than my other one, so now it has like an extra ½ inch of length, and this is actually kind of sharp. It's like a little door breacher while being a compensator too. So slowly but surely. And my new pistol grip should be coming in tomorrow, along with my wooden upper for that too. Didn't expect it to be coming so soon, but yay! I just got that part successful for the day. I'm starting up some of the kitchen too, but now like it started a lot of these projects, and now fucking like that's a little halfway point. I'm also like waiting for a friend that's being half-assedy and just now to like just kind of being a bitch about things right now. So it's just like, you know, just getting a little ridiculous with that. It's like the one thing. It's like the one thing I'm asking, like, hey, you want to help me out with some shit? Even though he literally does like random things around here, just without really me asking or you know or anything like that, he'll just do it. And then the one time I'm like, hey, you might help me with this one quick thing. He's just like, oh yeah, blah 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 blah. I don't want to like start it. I don't want to do that. It's just like, so what? You're gonna? It's like what? Like I ask you to help one time, and I want to bitch about it. It's like, dude, come on. It's like there's kind of a fucking reason why I request help with things. Should flake on them? No. And frankly, you know, Logan's being kind of bitchy about shit anyway. It's just like, it's like he's the one who's being all fucking like, oh, I don't want to start shit. I don't want to be the one to like be the like one to like begin things around here. Even though I've been like around here kind of prepping some shit doing some other stuff, and with being exhausted from fucking work, and with this goddamn heat, I don't do good in heat. So, like, I was just kind of waiting around for him, getting some food, and then I passed out for like a fucking hour with a whole bunch of fucking random bullshit from him. So, you know, it's like, frankly, it's just like, fuck it. If he wants to be bitchy about it and fucking whine, and, like, you know, basically be here when he does get here, just bitch about it constantly, then fuck it. Shows, you know, serves me right to, like, literally straight up, like, ask him for help next time. It's like 75. I'm literally sweating my fucking balls out, you know, like, around here. Like, I've been sweating all fucking day today. And I barely got any fucking layers on. It's pretty goddamn fucking hot. Wrong on this? No, I fucking ain't. Like, he can be all, you know, thinking I am or whatever, but I ain't the one that's fucking doing shit. Like, he's getting at me for the one asking him one fucking time about one little area. Was working on his mom's. My roommate was doing some other shit. Like, I don't, you know, I ain't gonna just be, you know, like, you know, demand my roommate about some other shit when he has his own life going on. And I'd get fucking overworked to death. Fucking barely got my own energy for shit. But, oh, it all has to come out on the beat, so fuck him. Like, it's pretty fucking obvious I can't literally do shit on my own here. And, you know, for my roommate with his schedule and shit, like, it doesn't exactly 100% line up. He wasn't here last night, and no one showed up around, like, 2 after he got back. Good lord. I think Logan is overworked. Like, I like to see him do my fucking job, frankly. Like, honestly, pulling weeds and shit and just dealing with fucking familial affairs would be the least of my goddamn problems. Like, really? Like, frankly, that doesn't really, like, that, seriously? It's like, okay, like, that's a choice for him. He doesn't have to, like, deal with his fucking family. If anything, we're telling him to get away from that type of shit, and yet he keeps pulling himself into it. Like, I got a fucking, like, set schedule that I gotta be dealing with and shit. And then keep a consistent fucking income. And you never get a fucking schedule that's ever goddamn straight, because they're always understaffed. People always keep calling out. Like, you know, being heavily fucking overworked of shit. It's like, fuck. Make that your manager's problem? You don't think it isn't? It is. Why do you think she always hits me up all the fucking time and shit? Because it's all, you know, because it's not just that type of fucking shit, but literally, like, everything else that the goddamn store director pins down on her ass and shit. Want to give you a big raise? Well, I wish. I mean, frankly, it's, you know, honestly, as it stands now, I mean, on top of the raises that everyone else has been getting and shit, on top of what I should be, like, frankly, everybody should be making a hell of a goddamn more. And I know in August it's going to be going up another $1, but still, it's like it should be fucking like 25 for everybody. For all the shit that we fucking do. I mean, frankly, the whole wage thing isn't just me that, you know, deserves a lot more extra, like all of us fucking do. Including these fucking department managers, not the store director, but like, I found out my manager literally only got a quarter 25-cent increase with her fucking wage increase. So frankly, she don't give a fuck, like, at this point, you know, with shit. She's just barely having things, hold on at this rate. And frankly, I'm doing the same shit, but even then, it's just, fundamentally getting a lot more worse at this shit. You don't think that shit, like, deadass drains me, where I barely got any fucking energy to keep up, just on my own with shit here? Especially if how bad it is. It's like my roommate don't got exactly as much of an excuse, but he's also been doing a little extra job hunting and stuff too, and like, amongst his test schedule and shit. But I mean, if anything, really, I wish he'd put up just a little more and stuff. But he at least makes sure that his little like shit is kept up, and he does some stuff here and there. And him and I were at least trying to plan this type of shit a little bit, but then he had changed plans last night because him and I were going to prep it up yesterday. So I ended up trying to do that a little bit today while he was gone. So it's just like, I ain't not just doing shit. That's just his little cacophony to make up because he thinks that I just work and do nothing. I just do this all day. Even though that's literally not the fucking case. Like, I've been doing shit since, like, I woke up today and then fucking took a fat-ass goddamn nap and then woke up with a fucking goddamn, like, bitch out from him on, over a text. Why you want to loan his help? The one time I ask him, he starts bitching about it. And starts getting all pissy over it. Like, the other times and shit, wasn't even necessarily me asking, he just did it. And with the whole doghouse situation, I did go out with him the next time. When he got a smaller one, I went up there the next time to make sure that we got one that was the right size. Because they don't follow the... What? Because I literally had to work the first time he dropped it off? Like, I literally went out the day that I went to work that day and just saw it there once. And I was like, oh, okay. You went and did that. And then I went to go see if Zukov will fit in it and told him, like, hey, might need to go see if we can exchange it for a big one. And we worked that out. I don't know what shit he says. But evidently he's not telling you the exact whole fucking truth about shit. When it comes to at least past times, him and I have been, dealing with things. Because I don't blow him off. Supposed to get there around 5. Which didn't evidently happen. Because he literally came up, around that same time decided to, have a little, text about shit instead of, popping over here or something. Because he had some other stuff he had to clean at his own place, which is fine. But why you starting to get all pissy and instigated with me about this type of shit? Just because I had a little, nap in between doing some stuff. Like, Jesus Christ. Yeah, fucking die. Quit burning yourself, bitch. don't know, fucking Harley's there. I'll just have him fucking help me instead or something. No, he's taking a break from his little car project. Come back with a Pepsi, please. That'd be nice, so I can have something to quench the throat. And my body, you know, fucking hot as fuck. Put a little background tunage up. Trouble in Paradise. Yep. Really got people mad at me, so. Well, frankly, I'm not exactly really too surprised. I mean, honestly, it's just like, I mean, it's pretty much just like, it was one of those like instances where it's like one legit one time, so I'm like, hey, you want to try to set up a day to where, you know, you can help me out and shit. Where it's like you're being a helper, not like really much else when it comes to dealing with some shit. Just be like, hey, you know, it's like I'll have you, you know, do this one area and I'll like kind of get this, you know, one spot set up and do this chunk of shit. And then, you know, once you're done with that, then I can have you help me, you know, finish this one spot up or some shit. Just, you know, like shit like that. You know, when it comes to at least dealing with the kitchen area, because got a really absurd, horrible dish pile. The counters are pretty fucked, and you know, just shit like that, right? So, I've been doing some other work and stuff. You know, today, prepping up that area. You know, kind of get my room a little bit, clean up a little bit of the garage too. You know, just kind of doing some, you know, different little various tidy ups. Got my got a new compensator in, so I installed that thing, which literally required the Joss Life to fucking install. And got some food, and at this point I was like, alright, I'll wait for my buddy and shit. You know, and then took a fat ass nap, like sometime during the last little bit of the Onion, because I was listening to that the entire time. And then when I woke up, it was all over, and I was like, oh shit. And then my friend was dipping off, like, alright, I'm gonna go be right back, go and grab some sodas or whatever. I'm like, give me something. Because I don't have anything to drink, and would definitely like that. Especially if I'm gonna be doing some more stuff. And that's what I'm thinking. But wake up this like whole text about my buddy just being like, oh, why do I have to like, you know, be you know, what happened to you, you know, doing this and that, like, you know, why do I have to be the instigator and helping, blah 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 blah, and all this other shit. And then saying it's like, oh, I got my own stuff I need to deal with, so then it's like, well, it's like, okay, so it's like, so you're getting pissed at me because I took a nap and you're just assuming shit, basically, at this rate. So, you know, and quote, flaking and shit, it's like, you know, fuck it. So, you know, it's like, last time I'm going to be asking for some fucking help then at this rate, like, seriously. I mean, especially with, like, the fucking amount I've been, like, you know, goddamn working and busting my goddamn balls. Not, you know, necessarily just around, you know, not just, like, you know, with, just, here and shit, because, frankly, I do it so much, you know, dealing with my own fucking workplace and just, you know, getting there, just maintaining the fucking, place and shit, just so, you know, it's not, like, worse, you know, the next day. I mean, that, you know, it's just been getting too goddamn ridiculous, especially if we're going to be losing, from what I found out, like 3 people within the next couple weeks. So, when that fucking happens, it's just like, I'm frankly, at that rate, I ain't even going to be sticking around that much longer after that. Like, fuck that. Because at that point, like, I mean, what fucking energy would I have? I mean, if anything, like, would they even be able to keep it open entirely? No. So, that is going to be fucked. And really don't want to be dealing with that. But, yeah. Just one of the fuck things that has to be dealt with.
What?
Yeah. Hey, got some food too, huh?
Fuck yeah. Why wouldn't I? They're like, you want us cook? I was like, yes, I want you to cook. No, I want to go home and make my buddy's house even fucking harder than it is. No, you cook it.
No.
The fuck is this?
Oh, they do have the toast over there for a reason. Yeah.
We got you the fucking giant one because fuck it.
Well, it's what I was preferring anyway, honestly.
No, you're grounded, mister. You're grounded. Oh, you think you're gonna get some of
It's
that
almost
pizza?
having underpaid, overworked employees is sustainable in the long run. No, it's not. It's not sustainable for, you know, the home
Fuck outta
life.
here.
It's not sustainable for the work life.
Move your ass.
It's not sustainable for life.
Want one?
What is it?
Pizza.
Well, just regular. Oh. Yeah, I had some earlier, and then I took that fat nap, so I'll be okay for right now.
Haha! To the hot rod.
Let's see what else he's gonna be doing there. What else you working on with that? Oh wait, hey, okay, whatever. Well, fuck you too, bitch. His mind's focused on that hot rod. At least he's not pissing at me. What? You don't want to be out there with them, huh? Well, too bad. You don't get to. You don't get to, baby. The same if I learn is they can only, if I sleep for so long, it will come to collect. Yeah, exactly. And honestly, it's like, hey, if I need a nap, I need a fucking nap. And I don't know when you tuned in, but I was like, you know, I was saying earlier, like, I was doing some prep and shit for today. And fucking, you know, doing some various other little, quick lane and shit. But when it came to a lot of more, like, hardcore, deeper cleaning fucking activities and shit like that, like, especially, with my, time frame and schedule and shit, especially when, to get it done all one day, it's gonna require multiple fucking people. At least, you know, 2. Better with 3, but definitely at least 2. I mean, because it just makes it that much easier and shit. I mean, it's more or less, you know, it's just like, you know, considering my fucking shit, it's better to have a little teamwork, you know, versus not. I know that just based on my work experience. Like, I mean, if it takes more than if it takes, like, straight up, like, at least 2 people to close an entire fucking deli, then it definitely takes 2 people to do a whole kitchen that's been neglected. I have a system of 6 hours to sleep at night, and one where I sleep for like 8-10 hours. Yeah. I tried to be the same way about it, honestly.
You know what? I might leave my hood like that.
Oh, what else are you planning on doing, project-wise? Want to help me out in there? Want to help me out in there?
I thought Logan was supposed to be out in there.
Well, he's pissed off at me because he thinks I'm being all flaky or whatever the fuck.
But isn't he being flaky with fucking not fucking...
I don't fucking know. Like, he thinks I haven't, like, done anything or whatever the fuck, or some shit, even though earlier today I was doing a little bit of prep cleaning and stuff like that. Then I have some food, saw you, you know, then I got this in, worked on that a little bit. Just chilling, took a nap, woke up and then had like a whole
What,
text barrage of him, you know, being like, oh, you know, I shouldn't be there to be the instigator to start this stuff and blah 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 and all this other bullshit. Just being pissed or whatever the fuck. Frankly, really for no goddamn reason.
He's the one who volunteered himself.
I mean, that too. It's like I offered, you know, it's like, hey, I have some free time after, you know, for Tuesday because, you know, I'm visiting my mama and shit like that because it's her birthday. And, you know, I want
No promises. Maybe I might help you.
Well, I mean, it's better than nothing, I guess. I mean, it's not even that big. Oh, okay, well, I mean, it's not even that big of a thing. If you're flaky, there's a special kind of shampoo to help with that. Yeah. I mean, it's like, I know I have my experiences, you know, it's not like I've been flaky in the past or shit before, but it's just like, I mean, this is really, frankly, the one time I'm not. I mean, the reason why I'm doing this, because I'm just like, well, I guess it ain't happening, fuck it. You know, because, like, you know, at this point, you know, that's just what it seems like to me. You know, it's like, okay, he's just getting mad because of assumptions and wants to just, like, you know, deal with his own place, which is fine. Like, he can, you know, clean his own, like, that's totally okay. Like, frankly, if, like, other shit was, you know, getting in the way, that's totally fine. And honestly, I was okay with that. It's like, alright, he's doing some whacking at his mom's place at the Couve. Okay, cool. Whatever, I was fine with that. That's, like, I mean, I was planning on him being here later. But, okay. Early stream. Yeah, yeah. But now there's, like, frankly, I mean, just a goddamn pissy contest of being, so, like, angry at friends here now. It's just like, yay, great. Just what I really want to be doing. I've been waiting all day for the temp to go below 90, and now it's at 88. Dude, it's been, like, mid and upper 70s all day today, and I think it's been fucking unbearable. And plus, with all the, like, the new hot tar they've been putting for the roads and shit, that's making it not exactly better. So it's been fucking miserable for heat wise. It's not even in the fucking 80s or 90s yet. I think it's gonna be like that this weekend. So, ugh. At least I'll be working, but oh my god. It's like an oven outside down here. Highs of 103. Oh my god. Video game, I don't do good at heat. Like, anything literally like upper 70s and above, I don't do good in. I just, my body's like, fuck this. This is bad. This is shitty. Like, for me, mild temperatures are straight up like 40s and 60s. Like, well, okay, like more like 50s and 60s. And then like cooler temperatures are like 30s and 40s. I'm not even kidding. Like, I'm just more warm-blooded, I guess. How do people barbecue in this kind of weather when would doing it in winter make more sense? Yeah, you'd think. Did that have music going on? Well, I mean, it's just one out south, too bloody hot. Hey, buddy, during the summers, you're gonna be feeling it too. Don't worry. Meanwhile, in Arizona, guy on fire seeing us pussies. Wouldn't that be Florida Man? Well, I guess both. Because I do remember a time where there was a Florida Man story where that unironically happened. Some dude was just kind of casually walking around in a field just engulfed. I think DFF did a segment on that on Flash Friday back in the day. Different to say Arizona man didn't light himself on fire. True. I was born in Arizona. I'm glad I don't live there with how many crazy people live there. Yeah, because all the crazy, weird, retired boomers live there. Well, you look knocked out. Saw a video from a guy where his own sister was gonna hunt leftist and LGBT supporters, and that's why I personally prefer to be armed. Frankly, that's why queer people like me exist, that have those positions. Especially when you get new compensators. See? Got a new one. Spiky. It's like a poke you in the face with it too if I wanted to. It's now a jabby stick as much of a boomstick. It's almost like a philosophical topic. Why are we here? Why is it God? Why is Florida the way it is? I mean, it really is though. Though I think at least for Florida, I mean, I guess for that philosophical question, there actually tends to be probably legitimate answers for that versus the other two. Well, the first one is actually, well, honestly, they're all easily answerable, but I plan on being armed once I have the cash for it, even if it's just a knife. Oh, well, knives aren't that expensive. Kyle upload some Uvalde comps on scene in 3 minutes. Store was unlocked. Oh, I think I remember seeing that clip where they were like having a few riot shields and a bunch of them all and like teched out and shit, but they're all just chilling at the end of the hallway, while the other side of the hallway basically have like some kid just slaughtering a bunch of people. Kind of goes in the face of this whole like, oh, if you want to fund the police because they need all this gear. Well, evidently they don't use it. So, get fucked. It's me, a cosmic horror movie that explains just a million-year-old alien sleeps just off the coast of Florida and influences people who live there, and that's why they were crazy. I mean, the Bermuda Triangle. There's always some weird shit about that. You could just kind of have it implied into that, making it a little extra spooky. Watching gun fail videos, I'm shocked how many people are idiots holding their guns improperly while firing. It's hilarious how many of those end with a gun bashing their nose. See, you know, why taking at least 2 weeks, like having a 1-month process before you totally get your gun is actually probably a good idea. Where you have at least like 2 weeks set aside, you know, for hands-on training and operation of a firearm to make sure that you're not a fucking idiot with it.
What?
Well, giggity.
Giggity piggity.
Giggity nippity tippities. You were just like barely not even on screen. Like, if I just had to move it ever so slightly for that to be the case. There. Right, there. Is it even on? Barely. Wow, my hat's covering you.
Good.
It was strategically placed.
Perfect.
Yep.
Ugh.
So what did you get? Did it come in?
Yeah, dude, it took the jaws of life to not totally, but almost get it on there to where it needs to be.
Dude, you can kill somebody with that fuck.
It's actually sharp, dude. Feel the pointy ends to the tip.
I can see the fucking
I know.
end of that tip.
I didn't think it was gonna be legitimately like actually like sharp. Like I can like actually take that as like a like just the muzzle brake itself. If I was just like holding it, just like bonk, just hit somebody like that with it.
For breaking doors, you have to get it in the door to break the fucking bolt.
I know what it's for,
It's kinda
but
heavier.
well, take the mag out, then it's not gonna be that heavy.
Well, that's probably straight steel.
Yeah,
Yeah, that makes it a little heavier.
but
Did I hear the mentions of Harley this year? Oh, yeah, he's here.
yeah, he's doing his hot rod thing.
When my girlfriend left, her car didn't make that fucking noise anymore.
That's good, at least. Yeah, yeah, she hasn't been here for hours, so.
Yeah, she told me.
Yeah.
I took a nap. And now I have to fucking drain myself of fucking money and remove the stress.
Yeah. Thinking you wanna sometime here, like a little bit, do my kitchen too a little bit. I kind of got it prepped up and shit, but
What did you get done?
mainly got a lot of that old fucking like mail all out of the way. Kind of got a lot of the recycling shit dealt with, and then
What do you want to start doing? Just start getting like all the pots and pans?
not really that yet. Just kind of mainly, just kind of get the counter space more cleared out and stuff, because there's a few other things that I just kind of moved things out of the way, and the new mail that was set up I just still have in the corner, so yeah, we could just move out off the side or whatever. But I got some things prepped up, and yeah, it just needs
to start with?
probably just the counters, because then we have a space for the pots and shit. So
Well, the other side's fine.
Yeah.
Side.
yeah, it ain't really that bad. It just needs mostly just, a couple wipe downs and stuff, so.
Yeah, I can help.
Yeah, because I took a fat nap earlier after doing a couple things and stuff, and
Taking fat naps are great, huh?
yeah, they are. Till you get like a random bitch that text and stuff for like some reason or another, because apparently I'm the one flaking, even though I was expecting my buddy at 9, or not 9, but 5.
Who?
I forgot Logan, because he was
He was coming over?
I thought, because he was helping out with his mom over at, in the Couve, which is like, that's fine, like whatever, and stuff like that. And I was just, busy doing some other stuff, so I didn't get back to him, whatever. Then after I got that in, which is after Harley came over and stuff, I was chatting with him, that came in, and then I got that installed. Then I got some food, and took a nap. And because I was like, alright, I'll just wait for my buddy. But it's just like pretty much it was like, oh, why, pretty much waking up to texts of like, oh, why do I have to like be the one to start this game and stuff like that, and blah blah blah, and I'm just like, what? It's like, what the fuck is all this random shit? It's like, I offered, because I was gonna be dealing with some of this stuff today anyway, but it's like, okay. Like, I mean, it's like, I ain't the one trying to, like, make you do anything. If it's like, frankly, honestly, it's like, hey, if you have other things going on, like, you have to clean your own place and stuff like that, that's fine. But, like, holy shit.
Well, you have today
like,
and tomorrow,
bruh.
right?
Hmm?
You have today and tomorrow off?
Not tomorrow. I work at noon to 8. So, I mean, I'll have some time after 8, because I'm frankly, I'm probably honestly getting off early tomorrow, because I don't want, honestly, knowing that fucking place at this rate, I ain't going above and beyond. So, I need to conserve energy and shit for other things in life. So, because that place is just draining me way too fucking much now at this rate for what it's worth. I mean, that much is for fucking certain.
This thing was good enough to leave him outside.
It's being work at noon, which I was doing. Where you're not like, Well, hi. But were you not hearing like my story? What I was doing earlier today? I was doing other work and beginning on some other stuff and getting things prepped up. And I'm not even doing some blame game.
No, he has a roommate who will fucking help.
Like, good lord. Like, just because it doesn't happen at exact time frames doesn't mean it's just like, uh-oh, end the world.
Oh, I know what kind you're talking about. You're talking about the one that's... Okay, I know what you mean now. Yeah. You gotta get some of that shit either thrown away or replaced.
Yeah. One of these days, love to have that oven replaced, but that's definitely going to be more in the long run.
Oh, you won't have to worry about that.
Well, yeah, because honestly, yeah, you and I are going to be splitting that toaster.
My mom showed me 3 more. So it's basically the one that I'm looking at now is not $179 anymore. It's $99.
Nice.
And it's Pro XL?
Sweet. That'll be hella dope. Yeah, because that'll make it... they'll make those Red Barons I get so much better. They'll make them taste so much better. But yeah, dude, I'm not doing like some blame game, bro. I'm just telling you my end of what was going on today. And what I was thinking was happening for today. It ain't no damn blame game, bro. Hi. Okay, glad popped in, I guess. Well, yeah, because it's not like it's not happening just because I'm doing this right now. Like, Jesus.
Are they basically complaining because you're not doing anything?
Well, the friend that volunteered after I offered in our group chat is on right now, which I'm just like, hey, you know, like, I'm not trying to be a dick or nothing, like, legit. I'm just a little like, what the hell, bro, but that's about it.
Whatever. I don't get any...
You just got ambushed. A random person has appeared. So I've lifted a finger, which is literally fucking bullshit. I've literally said multiple times, which since you've been here, that I have been doing some stuff to, you know, not just get ready for clean, but even get some of the stuff out of the way, and, you know, all the different random trash and recyclables out. You know, so then a lot of the more wipe down tasks and shit like that can be ready to go. And what in the fuck is going on over there now?
I don't know. What the fuck happened?
I don't know. What? He doesn't even know. Oh god. Basically, the day's over. It's literally 6 p.m. Sun doesn't go down till like 9. The day's like far from over, dude. Right now I'm doing dishes myself. That's fine. I mean, I saw that you said you were doing some dishes and some other shit and cleaning out your place, which is fine. Yeah. You're not doing anything. Yeah, because that's some weird fucking assumption that you have. You're here for like 3 to 4 hours. That's literally not even fucking true. You don't even know what I fucking do in my day-to-day life. Like, you're just literally making random assumptions. Like, I sometimes stream before work, which usually could be 30 minutes to an hour. Sometimes I will just stream for like an hour before I do some errands, which I did yesterday. And then sometimes I only go on for like an hour and a half to 2 hours. I don't always go for 3 to 4 hours. So you don't even know what I fucking like do in my day-to-day life. Like, give me a break. When I literally said I was doing shit between like noon to 2, and then Harley came by and I was hanging out with him for a little bit. Mail came in, got something in the mail, and installed that and shit, and then got some food and took a little nap. Then I woke, you know, took a nap around like between like 4 or 4:30ish, and then woke up around like 5:30. And then Harley was going to Sevy's, asked him to get me a Pepsi, then I did this. After I, you know, reading your desk, I was like, alright, well, gee, okay. Making just random accusations and shit. And then ate more food. No, I didn't. Harley came by with a pizza, but I declined. Like, Jesus fucking Christ. You're just making more assumptions, dude. Like, I basically explained my day, point by point. They're still making random assumptions that don't even fucking line up true to it at all. Like, this is where I'm getting pissed, is that you're making random fucking assumptions just because I'm spending, so far, only 45 minutes not doing anything. It's like, give me a break, bro. And I didn't say how long I was going for. I was just saying to him, I was, you know, like this start up in a little bit. That means I could be done within the next 30 minutes, 20 minutes, 40 minutes maybe, max. It's like, Jesus fucking Christ. Whatever excuses. So, like, seriously. So, you not only are you just gonna dismiss the fucking points of shit, you're not even gonna really just acknowledge it at all. Whatever, dude. I offered, you volunteered, and now you're the one who's want to say that I'm, you know, not doing anything or making excuses. Okay. Even though I have done work for at least about 2 some hours on this place already, give or take, about. Then Harley showed up, and I was hanging out with him for a little bit. And then doing some other stuff with a little side project after something in the mail came in. And then I had some food, because I was hungry. God forbid, biology kicks in and your stomach, you know, says, hey, I want some food. And then you have the little thing called a little siesta, where you take a little nap after you have some food. And wake up, and now you're all energized, like I am right now. It's like, okay. Definitely excuses, even though that's just literally how the day went. You booty boy.
Oh, yes, it's a dog.
Let's skip out of the board, va? Let's skip it about.
Come on, son.
Zukov, come here. Come here, baby. Baby, come here. Zukov, you little prick, come here. You goofy boy. I'll give you a tweet. Come here, buddy. Come here. Have a tweet. You're not even gonna come for the treat? You are a piece of shit, dude. Bruh. Bruh. Treat. Yeah. Sit. Sit, buddy.
What?
See it. Paw. Good boy.
Lay down. I think it happened.
Hold on. Stand up. Stand up. Good boy. I just learned I had an ancestor who lived in Oregon after running away from his family in the late 1800s. And that's pretty cool. I don't believe I have any that came from Oregon prior to my parents. As far as I know, I'm pretty sure most of my ancestors are basically in like, at least especially from my mom's side, definitely scattered throughout the South, mostly in like, and most of it kind of goes back from like, like to like the Tennessee area, a brief time during like the 1800s in like Arkansas, and then just kind of slowly moving westward. And then, I think a lot of them came from originally places like in the Carolinas and the Virginias, if I remember correctly. And then from my dad's side, it's pretty much places like in Iowa, Illinois, Michigan, shit like that. So a lot of like the northern Midwest. Which I'm assuming that, you know, a lot of the ancestors from them probably came, well, they came from way fucking far back, all the way up to, like, the early settlers in, like, the 1600s. If, anything in this little family book thing that's back here rings ain't true. Or I found out about my ancestor fought in the Civil War in the North. I don't know much about my ancestors, just that they like cloaks and daggers. Hey. You sweet little baby. What are you doing? I too like cloaks and daggers. Same here. Cloaks and daggers are definitely fun. Here. I figured we'll at least check a thing or two out here before I go do some homework. Not like homework, but some different homework. Because never mind my random friends' fucking assumptions of like, oh, nothing's happening though, despite that I've been doing shit earlier today. And gonna continue to do some more work later, so. Fucking. So like, it's one thing I just don't get about him. Like, he really is one thing why I get skeptical when he like talks about people sometimes in general is that he dead ass will just like make assumptions about people that just dead ass are just not remotely based in any truth. Like, honestly, because like I've pretty sure I said multiple different times, you know, the day, you know, how it went and what I've been doing. You know, obviously, like, it doesn't have to be literally the most vivid of detail, because frankly, who gives a shit about the details? And, yeah, and it's just like, apparently it's just excuses or something. And it's just like, what? Or a good chance. I mean, by this point, after that, it'll just be basic maintenance, hopefully, at that rate. So all you have to do is basically just kind of maintain your shit, and maybe every now and then, just if dishes build up, maybe just keep up with it. But outside of that, hopefully by that point, it'll just be maintenance work. Because frankly, like, as long as there's just, you know, different, multiple hands, you know, working on the place, just room by room, chunk by chunk, you know, it should be done within, like, a matter of, like, maximum a month, really. I mean, you know, so it's not like it can't get done. It's just that, you know, it can get done in a more timely fashion with multiple people. So it's just like, hence, you know, why I was initially offering it up. But at this rate, it's like, well, last time I'm doing it, I'll just do it personally, you know, one-on-one with a friend to be like, yo, you and I, you know, it's like, do you have a day off or you want to come by and help? Franklin, fucking him. Because frankly, it's just like it's like, what was the whole, like, one thing I don't get is like the whole waiting on me. It's like I thought there was this whole, like, you know, time frame that we're working on here and shit. Like, but okay, I mean, it's like you just showing up does not mean like, oh, you know, we now begin and you have now started our thing. It's just like, no, we're here to help, you know, orchestrated planning and, you know, have, like, you know, plan for teamwork involved and shit. Like, what? It's like for fuck's sake. I see you're a Pepsi man. Well, I'm really indifferent, but yeah. Pepsi, so a trader? I'm indifferent. This is what my friend got me, like, good lord. That's been in here. Cool. Drink down here, Pepsi's. Heretical. Coke left, bruh. I mean, either way, it all goes to the same pockets of the same fucking business class motherfuckers, does it? Like, this happens to be owned by, you know, the Pepsi-Cola, but Coca-Cola, you know, it's just another one. I mean, come on now. Although Dr. Pepper does reign supreme. Honestly, if I really had to make a choice, it probably would be Dr. Pepper. Dr. Pepper is big. Well, yeah, at least we all agree on that. The vanilla Dr. Pepper is actually pretty good. Put a little honey whiskey in it, and it strangely tastes like caramel. Regular cherry. Either or. Don't matter. I could go either way. Yeah, same here. I'm pretty much the same way about it. Code Red Mountain Dew is weakness of mine, though. Easy to find up here. The Vosh Pit. The Black Thor, quote, what if comic is so worthless. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm honestly wondering at this point, like, does anyone actually, like, pay attention to the comics? I guess, like, because superheroes are more mainstream, maybe, I guess, but, I mean, who could, I don't know. I don't get enough fuck. I saw pictures of it. They put him in Hood Asgard. Oh. The Hood Asgard? Oh. Okay, maybe I see what they're getting at. Okay, maybe I see where Vosh is getting at. Oh. Okay. That does sound a little cringe. If they just kept it as regular Asgard, I think it would have been who gives a fuck, but... okay, just the way you put it right there, I'm already just imagining it, and I'm already thinking... I feel whiter from having said that. I kind of do too, honestly. Am I woke for, like, cringing at that, or am I, like, whiter for cringing at that with rapping? Oh, no. Oh, God. Oh. Okay, alright. Jesus. Okay, I see where Vosh is getting at. Okay. I see where Vosh's thing is getting at. I don't have to see his video to, I think, get where he's coming from. It's basically just putting black stereotypes in Thor and being like, hey guys, we're woke, white. Flexing X trans Thor. I mean, they have female Thor in a movie. So, I mean, that's not exactly a trans Thor, but, I mean, that's kind of, we're kind of starting to get there. I mean, that I'm okay with, at least. That might make, I mean, it's not necessarily, like, lore accurate to Norse mythology, but, like, Marvel Thor isn't anyway, so who gives a shit, really? Marvel Thor was never really meant to be lore accurate to Thor. I mean, he's meant to be like Thor, you know, in the mythology, but, I mean, like, the Norse gods in Marvel are not exactly the same ones in the Norse mythology gods. Which I don't know why some people get butthurt when they're not. It's just like, I mean, it's because they're different universes. Like, I mean, honestly, it's the Marvel universe. That's why. Like the God of War Thor. I do too. I saw pictures of the God of War Thor, and I'm like, dude, that guy looks fucking awesome. I think it's actually a legit lore accurate Thor to the Norse mythology and shit, where he's kind of like beer bellied, red haired, and all that shit. It's like, yeah, I like that. Love that shit. Goof. I hear random noises. I recently got God of War from my PS4, so I'm enjoying that. Nice. What the fuck? Oregon Department of Human Services wants to make it harder to access records. So far for transparency, am I right? Officials at the ODHS are considering a move that would make it harder for the public to access child abuse investigations. Huh? That doesn't make sense. OPB reports similar records in the past have helped reveal systemic child abuse. You'd think the state agency is considering narrowing the type of abuse records that can be accessed for children who are placed in care outside of a home, such as boarding school, wilderness facility, or some kind of residential program. The rule change being proposed would allow agency leaders to largely deny most public record requests, blocking any details of substantiated or unsubstantiated abuse. What the fuck? What? What the hell? Why? This is bullshit. Boo. What the fuck? This should not even be happening. Like, this shouldn't even be a thing. In 2018, the state started quietly increasing the number of children placed in foster care who weren't sent to facilities in other states. Initially, child welfare officials didn't alert the public or lawmakers. OPB reports they've often delayed responding to public records requested in a timely fashion, including repealing names of facilities where children are sent. What in the fuck? This shit needs to legit kind of be like criminally investigated. This is fucking like what? 2 years later, after a proactive battle to get the agency to turn over relevant records, it was evident most of the youth being abused or being sent to facilities owned by one company. That company has now... Weird. Oh, wow, there's a moneyed interest? Weird. That company has now been forced to close its residential treatment facilities across the nation. Good. And Oregon leaders have pledged to no longer send children out of state. Senator Sarah Glasser Bluin, Democrat of Corvallis, who has a reputation for watchdogging the state agency, has relied on records to uncover abuse herself. She is worried that the proposed rule protects adults, not vulnerable young people. You know shit. Confidentiality should protect children and families and not state and people who are paid to take care of children and have harmed them. Yeah. The Oregon Department of Human Services tried to convince legislators to make the change in 2021, but lawmakers refused, and the agency is trying to accomplish the same goal for the rulemaking process. Oh my god. What the fuck? What's this fucking, Jake Sunderland, a spokesman with the Oregon Department of Human Services, said the effort began when employee within the department's Office of Training, Investigations, and Safety noted that their belief in the level of information being disclosed in Oregon could be conflict with federal child welfare privacy laws. Huh? There is a lack of clarity whether that is actually an issue. I think it is. Sunderland said, adding agencies now plan on a comprehensive analysis to determine whether that is the case. Oh my god, fuck off. Jesus Christ. Like, this just seems like a little bit suspect, especially considering that there's like a whole fucking one company where these kids have been sent. Like, this shit just seems like hella fucking sus. What in the fuck? Well, some resident will qualify for extra medical coverage Alabama doesn't have. Like dental. Yeah, dude. Like I'm saying, man, Oregon healthcare is actually legitimately better. It's not necessarily saying too much, but it is saying something, though. Brought to you by the same people who want to control literally every aspect of adults who do privacy in their homes. Yep. It's like Jesus Christ. I mean, it just kind of shows that Oregon still's got a lot of problems. But yeah, I wonder. I really honestly think that shit should probably be legit criminally investigated. Shit just seems a little too suspect, man. It's like, what the fuck? That's some bullshit. That shouldn't even really be a thing that should be happening, but I guess they're just like, yeah, well, we're just gonna kind of prohibit that. Even though it shows that it can help with, you know, systemic child abuse that happens. I wonder why there was one company that seemed to have a strong vested interest. For some reason it wasn't named. OPB, get your fucking shit together. Odd. Anyway, I think get the last little bit of this bowl cashed out. Get started up with some of that shit over there. That main kitchen front. Because, oh no, I'm not doing anything, or whatever the fuck. I'm just making excuses, bro. A little fucking ridiculous, if I say so myself, but whatever. Nothing like cleaning after a nice fat bowl. Exactly. A bunch of fat bowls, frankly. But after a little siesta nap and then energized, all up and shit, and a bunch of fat bowls, I think ready for it. But I'll be back later tonight, obviously. I'm sure we might see my friend and be like, oh, so did you actually do stuff or whatever? I'm like, yeah, do you want me to like to walk in there and prove it for you? But either way, I'll be back a little bit later tonight. Shouldn't be super long, but you know, whatever. So